Hello.
Welcome back to Snoo and Da Live.
We're gonna do a show now, and people are gonna watch.
They're gonna love it.
They're gonna look at us and say, "Ha, that's funny."
Yeah.
Funny.
I should have let Dooge and Kenny know.
I was actually about to notify the Art of Mashing before we started, but I forgot.
All right, let's take a moment.
Yeah, let's do that. No one's here yet.
What better way to start a stream
than to notify someone else?
In the meantime, let's tag this. This is Crash. What is it again? N-Sane Trilogy?
Yeah, it's N-Sane Trilogy Part 2.
Part 2. All right. So.
Okay. Shoopity-doo.
So Snoo says we have a new Reddit post.
Yes, we do.
So that is exciting.
And we'll get to read it with our eyes and our ears.
Yeah.
Dude says first because he's actually first.
Holy crap. Actually, you're technically third tonight.
Oh, come on. I mean, true. Yeah.
Good to see you, dude. How's it going?
Yeah. Welcome aboard the Snoo and Da train.
Absolutely.
All right, so this post is called "All Right, Look," and
Wait, before you start, I have to say that I'm a Shetland pony tonight because I'm a little horse.
oh,
Dad joke.
Dad joke strike again.
Boom.
Boom. Fucking boom. Okay. Thank you.
Please continue, Snoo.
The post says, I'm taking anatomy and physiology, right? And we've gotten reproductive systems.
Uh-oh.
And let's say I'm disappointed. Do you know what is not part of my current education? Places to stick a penis.
Oh.
I mean, call me crazy, but I feel like that has to at least fall a bit under the physiology part, right? This may be the worst Reddit post ever from me. Chat hugs, I'm gonna get back to this useless anatomy info. Hashtag ice.
I think that says it all. And in the meantime, the author has joined us in chat.
Yes, hello, Kate.
How are you? Good to see you. So, yeah, we decided to do back-to-back Crash streams.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna end up doing a movie stream.
Me too, but, you know, the chill vibe was pretty good last time, so.
Yeah.
I do look forward to a movie in the near future.
Yeah, that'll probably be in the next couple of days.
Snoo is activating the video game. But not well.
No, not at all.
All right, he's got it though.
Maybe.
He's fine. Kate says, I'm doing well. How are y'all? I say, pretending I don't talk to you regularly. Yeah, Snoo, get Kate up to date. Like, she doesn't talk to you in a coon's age.
Well, we started a Twitch show called Snoo and Da.
Wow, I didn't even know that. There's no way Kate knows that.
God damn it, keep up.
Why wasn't I informed?
I don't know.
I'm calling my agent.
My Snoo agent.
Look, it's a showbiz axiom. Never work with children or animals. So, Snoo's outgrowing the child label, sort of.
Yeah, I'm nearly an adult.
You're just right in the middle right now.
I'm not right in the middle. I have a couple years and then I'm considered an adult by the U.S. government.
Yes, and a couple of years ago, you were unmistakably a child. So.
Well, clearly.
So that's why I said you're right in the middle.
Okay. But my sweet mutton chops hadn't grown in.
That's true. Now he is an elder statesman.
Elder statesman.
Yes.
My official title, given by the British government.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised that I work for both.
He's also a rear admiral and a knight of the realm. So, you know, it's pretty impressive. He's only 15, so.
Order to the British Empire.
Yeah. Viceroy of Ghana. Which I am certain is a thing.
President of vice presidential duties.
Yes.
Of Iraq.
And Kate says she is also so far behind. So we're all in the same boat. Yeah. With the blind leading the blind.
No, I'm deaf.
So I don't believe we've gotten our Levi report tonight.
Yep. Come on, dude. You know that's what you have to do every time you join.
Yeah. This is why we pay you.
We pay you in Levi.
Where is Levi napping should be the name of this segment. Not is Levi napping, where?
Yeah, where? And is there any ice on which he is napping?
Or is he just dreaming of ice?
Is his brain now made of ice? God damn it.
Oh no. Like, is it impossible?
That stupid collision.
Is it impossible for a bandicoot to swim? Like,
I don't know.
Do they just sink like a stone?
I mean, they're like, very heavy.
It's funny because like he drowns, but he's like then floating there drowned. So like he could have easily just like
because of physics.
Yeah, like if you're floating, then there's no reason for the drowning.
No, but this game has to be not making sense.
Oh my gosh, Fanty's here.
Hi, Fanty. Welcome.
He says, "Holy mother of pearl, Crash Bandicoot."
We started a first part yesterday, which is why we're here.
Yeah.
And I suck ass at this game.
That one was a beauty.
Yeah.
And Dude gets us up to speed on the Levi nap.
On the couch?
Yeah.
Is it a couch made of ice?
The couch again.
This is important.
I would get him a dog bed.
I don't know. I think that's kind of demeaning because there's like this whole other piece of furniture here that's great for napping.
Yeah, but you want like dog hair on your pants every time you sit on the couch?
Do what we fucking did to get a different couch for them.
Well, that's true. We got
a couch.
We got them their very own couch. That is true. That is true.
Like, fuck that shit. We got them a damn couch because we love them.
Yeah, we let them sit on our couch and flop around when they were little puppies, because they're too adorable to deny. Which I guess Levi is too.
Yeah. He's Levi.
And that's even dogs that shed a lot, really. Well, God, ours did shed a lot. But I would say most dogs do not shed as much as cats. When I first started dating my wife, like everything in her closet was coated in cat hair. It was prolific. But she owned quite a number of lint rollers, and so she always looked immaculate.
It's the only reason you married her.
Yeah,
she's so good.
I was so impressed with the logistics involved, you know.
It was just like, I have to find out these secrets.
Because, yeah, you know, you'd meet her and you wouldn't even have any idea that she owned cats.
It's the Illuminati.
That's how impressive she was and remains to this day.
Cats.
Although it's much easier for her these days, given that we do not, in fact, own cats. So, but the standards have remained the same. Oh my gosh, I gotta get my glasses. Fanty's got a number of thoughts for us here. I'm just at a middle distance between glasses and no glasses. Let's see here. There was one time in the Idoit Squad when it still went by the Void Squad,
which was its original name,
where we all played Crash Bandicoot, and I straight up just rage quit.
This game is fucking hard. This game is one of the hardest on the PlayStation.
Wow. Snoo's relentless, though. He can't be deterred.
I can and will.
Oh, okay.
You know nothing about me, Father.
you quit this game, I disown you.
Oh yeah, this is what happens when you die.
Oh.
Yeah, it's creepy. Creepy as fuck.
Yeah, kind of cool though.
Yet more mask shit.
Because really, that guy was just being helpful. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, would you like to try again?
Game over!
He's like, you can try again if you want to.
Press the sweet Y button I put down here.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I have a question for you. Does Arya have a bike?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I technically have a bike unless that was thrown out.
No, that's why I'm asking, because when I was over at my parents' old house the other day, and in the garage was Snoo's old bike.
We did not keep it at our house because shit got stolen and there wasn't much space.
At the old house, yeah. Well, and I just didn't want you riding around that neighborhood because people drove irresponsibly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we would go to Grandma and Granddad's to have you ride that. But let's see. Dude says she has an electric scooter. Okay, does that mean that's better than a bike, or does that mean she would maybe like to have a bike as well? Because Snoo is not using his anymore.
Yeah, clearly not.
He is quite a bit too large for that. So, anyway, no big deal if not.
But it is the perfect size for someone ages 3 to 8 or so.
And she's a kid with a lot of energy.
Oh, yeah.
Why the hell does she have an electric scooter? Let her burn some of that energy off. Oh, dude says she's not very coordinated. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So it sounds like that wouldn't be beneficial for her, so.
Probably not.
Okay, too bad. That would have been cute and fun. But,
all things she is witch.
yeah. Yeah, it's because it would have involved Arya. It's funny, that bike is like the item in the best condition of anything over at that house.
And that house is full of cat pee.
Yeah, my dad couldn't really keep up with his pets before he went to a more structured living situation.
Yeah. But there's a lot of cool shit there that I definitely want to...
Lots of, yeah, interesting history.
That house is over 70 years old.
Let me see if I can think when that house would have been built.
As far as I remember, it was the 50s.
I bet it's older than that. Like the
late 40s.
The main part of the house.
Yeah.
Because they built several additions. They added the third floor, and they added the sort of family room downstairs, the big room.
Yeah.
And they added what then became the master bedroom. So basically the house more than doubled in size over the time that they owned it. But the original house was a farmhouse, like a small farmhouse. And then the house down the hill from us was actually the barn for that farm.
Oh.
It's like literally that house used to be a barn. So I guess if there's a cat piss and crap in my parents' old house,
makes sense.
There's probably several tons of manure buried in the soil, that, down the hill. Probably very fertile if you'd like to have a tomato garden or something.
Yeah, please use.
Yeah, lots of nitrogen fixing and whatever is involved with healthy plants. Let's see. Fancy says Crash Bandicoot. Whoa!
Whoa. Yeah, he's pretty much just completely fixated on that I'm playing this.
I know, and it looks good too because it's an old timey game.
It's an old timey game that is in 4K on everything else that it's on.
Because N-Sane Trilogy.
It's N-Sane, and so is resolution. He says Clash Bandicoot. Okay.
I accept that.
God damn it. I love my da.
Oh, love the Snoo. Right on. This is the level Snoo wanted to play at the end of the stream last night.
Yeah.
When I had already said I wanted to wrap it up, and he's like, how about just this one that takes me forever and I always die?
Well, I said that I died on it a bunch afterward.
That wasn't a very good sales pitch. I'll put it that way.
But I am a good salesman.
Okay, I'll buy that.
You'll buy my abilities.
I will buy your pitch. Let's see here.
Kate comment.
Oh, yeah. Kate's yogurt was delicious.
That's great.
Flavor? What brand? Give us deets.
Was it flavored?
Oh, I hope not. Oh, my goodness. Now I'm feeling ill just thinking about that. Fancy says, Snoo and Da, have you ever seen Smiling Friends?
Nope.
Is that a movie?
That is a show, and it's on HBO Max, and no.
We don't have HBO.
And I know you and Monty keep talking about it, but I seriously just, I don't care. I've looked at it, I've seen what it is. I just don't care.
What's it about?
I don't really know the plot. I've seen what it looks like.
What does it look like? I don't know. I know zero about it.
I probably wouldn't be able to describe it. It's basically just a cartoon.
Okay. Fancy says it's a show and it's kind of ha-ha funny.
But like ha-ha funny, meaning it's that kind of like random ha-ha humor funny, not like actual jokes.
Sounds confusing.
I just don't think it would be. I think it would be a lot of screaming.
I'm not watching it then.
Yeah. What the fuck are you supposed to do with that?
Chat, any suggestions on what the fuck are you supposed to do with that?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
No, like, I don't. They might know.
They
like,
probably.
Everybody in chat seems to have played this game before. So we have a good group, especially if Kenny would show up.
Fucker move.
But,
Yeah.
that is a weird device. Wow, oh, it can rotate all the way around. Okay, I thought it stopped at a certain angle. That's a lovely shade of lipstick, by the way. You know?
It's not even applied the entire way.
You're definitely an autumn. So, nice choice.
Oh, he says when you land, you gotta spin. Okay.
All right, see, yeah, good chat, people.
Cool, alright. Then sense is being made. I don't know, Fanty, can you do your best to describe Smiling Friends to both me and Da?
Yeah.
I still don't have a good grasp on it. I just know that they used James Taylor's Your Smiling Face in the trailer for it.
Oh, well, see, already I am positively disposed to that show then.
The guy who made it, or helped make it at the very least, I'm not super sure, he is a fan of a lot of older music, as far as I can tell. So, that is a help.
Okay.
Okay. You can't jump a little bit higher?
You can't jump off the box
Nope.
or something?
You go through it.
All right, you gotta time that then, I guess, or...
You can't, no. They're just like, it's impossible.
Well, then what is the point?
There isn't a point.
So you're not even supposed to get that?
You can't, yeah, you can't.
Oh, you were making it seem like that was something you were supposed to do.
I wanted to get it. I believed.
Me too.
so many bats.
Baseball team? Like the connected ones, I actually thought were a dragon at first.
It does kind of look like a dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, bats already look mythical.
Yeah, in this rendition.
Because this is a cartoon, it's a bandicoot wearing pants.
Yeah. Everyone knows bandicoots wear kilts. Or, you know, occasional khaki shorts.
They're known for that.
I'll be back in a
Yeah,
minute.
please go check. Like, it's if the noise is on, we're probably fine. I think she's just doing her nightly romp. Welcome to Snoo by himself with your host, Crash Bandicoot. Okay, I'll read that when Dog gets back, but basically what's going on is upstairs. If you can hear it, my mom is walking around, which is, I've heard something she does, and we don't know if it's because we're waking her up, which I don't think it is. I honestly want to be loud, or like, I don't want to be super loud, but I want some fucking freedom with that at the very least. Like, I want some wiggle room. And I was like, no, you gotta not do that. This is a chill stream, obviously, but you know, they're not crossing a fucking line. Just gets annoying, because I have to do that a lot. Bandicoots are most famous for their love of kilts. There are not a lot of animals that love kilts. But I think I have noticed that, like, I've never gone to a zoo that had bandicoots, but I think I saw a picture one time. I'm making this up completely, by the way. I'm just being a dumbass. And I'm trying to fill the time by making up stories about animals and pictures that I've never seen. Welcome to Snoo Hour. I'm like 3 to 4 people are watching and I'm spouting off random shit. This is pretty much what it would sound like if you watch my solo stream. So, kilt. Yeah. Dude is probably still watching as like a lurker guy. Oh, fuck. Pocoyo. Pocoyo. Fucking Pocoyo, man. I am a Pocoyo stan. And no one else on this dear planet is. And it's so, so sad. Fucking hell. God damn it, stupid. Wait, why is it dark now? Was that a rendering error on the Switch's part? I wonder. That's like the Switch is not known for rendering shit super well. I have the Lego Incredibles game on Switch. That doesn't run into solid. It runs at probably not even 30. It runs somewhere between 20 and 30 frames, and it's variable. But it doesn't render shit in that game all that well. And yet on everything else it runs at 60, and you could probably run it at 4K at pretty high settings on most things. It's just, yeah, this thing does have console quality graphics. It really can if you look at stuff like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but it doesn't do all that well on third-party games. For obvious reasons. But yes, Pocoyo, my love. And Dude is still here. So yeah, I'm entertaining, probably. I'm probably entertaining like 3 people and spouting off random bullshit. That's fun. But yeah, Pocoyo. Fucking, I used to watch that all the time. Fanty, I don't know if, like, you actually remember watching Pocoyo, but that was the shit back in the day. Pato the duck. He had a fucking hat. It was great. Alright, what's the report?
She's okay, folks.
So, what does that mean for us?
We're okay, folks.
Okay.
So what did I miss?
Oh, I was just spouting off random bullshit about the Switch and
Okay.
stuff. Oh, and also talking about Pocoyo a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And Pato.
Pato, the duck.
Yes. He's a very elegant duck. Or at least he sounds elegant, the way the narrator says it.
Because none of them have voices. It's just the British guy.
Yeah. So it's very dignified.
Yeah, Pocoyo is a children's show that used to air on Nick Jr.
All right. Oh. Get that Bandicoot a life preserver, will you? For crying out loud.
It's a fucking animal.
This is a recurring problem. There are regulations about this.
From who?
I honestly don't know, but there are regulations about seafaring vessels having a number of a life jacket for every passenger and enough lifeboats.
True, yeah.
That should apply to Crash. Even though he's a member of a minority, bandicoots. So.
Perfect minority.
Yeah, how many bandicoots do you know?
I just.
Like, and what are your preconceptions about bandicoots not having met one? You know?
Bandicoot prejudice might be a thing.
Do you feel like maybe bandicoots might smell bad or they're lazy?
Dirty fucking bandicoots.
I know.
Also, Fancy up there described the plot of Smiling Friends.
Smiling
Sort of.
Friends. There are basically these two characters who work at a place where their job is to make people smile, and they get into wacky situations, and they do yell a lot? Is that yell?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes me smile, as you can hear in my voice.
My lips are curled upwards.
So what was dude saying I am to?
Oh, I was like, are you here, dude? And he is. He's
Oh,
the
cool.
worker.
Awesome. I'm sure he was standing by just to make sure that the roaming upstairs was not indicative of any upsetness. So we're all pleased.
Oh yeah, Kate said bandicoots are most famous for their love of kilts.
Yes. That is true. And for being marginalized, though. Yeah.
It's hard for them to get work in this country.
So it seems like maybe kind of you're figuring out the bats here.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Taking a bit of a more cautious approach.
No, I've been doing that.
Oh.
The heart.
Jumping up on the blocks. Nicely done.
Oh, except I'm not being cautious at all and
What?
doing that shit.
Wow, yeah, you destroyed the bats with one of the magical fruits.
Which would make no sense in any other context.
Actually, in college, I played bass for magical fruits.
Alex!
Oh,
He's here!
oh, wow, that's a rather hostile greeting. Hi, Alex. Nice to see you.
Welcome aboard. Playing Crash.
Snoo was briefly possessed. It happens.
Because we're talking about minorities, as in bandicoots.
Yeah, you know, that deal I made with Lucifer really came back to haunt me. So,
It's like how canonically the reason that Kenny from South Park cannot die is because his parents made a deal with a cult. So he just gets born every time he dies.
I'm sorry, what were you talking about?
How you made a deal with the devil.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And, and Alex did, in fact, kick down the door. We're going to bill you for that, by the way. And, you know, we did miss you, so welcome back.
Yeah, I noticed that you've been playing on Switch a bunch, and I'm pretty sure you invited me to like an Epic Games game, but I was doing something.
And Fanti approves of the bass.
The bass.
And Fanti inquires, wasn't Michael Jackson in the South Park episode?
Yes.
Yes, at least one.
Yeah.
Probably several. And
Mr. Jefferson.
I think his nose came off or something, if I recall.
I think, yeah.
Did you see that one?
I've seen clips of it.
I mean, I saw that one at some point, but it's been since before you were born, so.
Come on, kids, let's go play in a tree.
I just always think of the Tom Cruise come out of the closet one. Tom Cruise is one weird dude.
I just don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got so famous.
And I don't think he is, in fact, a closeted gay person. I just think
he's not.
He's just a freaking weirdo.
It's been confirmed that he's not.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't do the research. I was just like, I don't know.
Yes, all of the research that I've personally done.
That seems like somebody trying to talk shit. I don't know. So how is it proven? Does he have like a sex tape or something?
No, he's just never said anything about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was my one hope in life. Fancy types Thomas Cruise Control.
Yeah, for sure.
No one fucking calls him Thomas Cruise. Get that shit out of here.
Get that out of here.
Get that out of here. I'm not walking here, but get it out.
I gotta check something.
Oh, Da's doing research. I assume on Tom Cruise.
Why do you assume that?
I don't know. I think he just wanted to confirm. Alex asks, how are y'all doing? We're doing pretty good because we're doing a snoo and da. That's us.
I gotta jump in. The thing I was Googling, I knew he had a weird full name.
Uh-oh.
So his actual full name,
he does.
his full name is Thomas Cruise Mapother. the fourth.
Yeah, the fourth. I forgot.
He's the fourth in a line of people cursed with that name.
I swear that I've looked up that Wikipedia page more than once and found that.
That's just. So good for him though.
Good for him.
He's doing all right for himself.
Alex says Tom Cruss, and
Fanti says Jack Black's name is Thomas. What's his full name? Is his last name Black?
Thomas Jack Black.
Could be.
And Alex also says, is in Doctor Strange 2 as Iron Man. What? This is douche language. Oh, Tom Cruise is in Doctor Strange 2 as Iron Man.
Seriously?
Why is it not Robert? Did his contract expire?
Oh no, he's retiring.
Oh, okay.
Robert Downey Jr.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got more money than God. It's ridiculous.
He really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have enough time left in his life to spend the money he has. Why would he work more? I can't believe how that dude's career turned out because he was a train wreck for a while there. He was box office poison. He was impossible to work with. And I thought he was done in like the late 80s.
He was on one of the worst seasons of SNL.
Oh my God, I forgot he was even on that show.
Yeah, like
Wow.
85.
Yeah. But yep, he rallied strong.
If you are in the top grossing movie of all time, I think you're good on the money.
Yeah. And I mean, he used to get like a series of personal trailers on set to live in. Like he had like a complex of trailers, and everyone else just got like one.
I mean, he's an all right actor. He's good at what he does, but I don't think he's outstanding.
He's very quippy.
He's quippy. That's the best thing you can say about him.
And that's what that role called for. Lucky Robert Downey Jr., you know? Fanti informs us that Jack Black's full name is Thomas Jacob Black.
Okay.
No, you basically called that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Jake is Jack, Jake,
Yeah.
whatever.
I said Thomas Jack Black. Fuck yeah.
Honestly, if I were Jack Black, though, I would have gone with Jake Black. I think that's much cooler.
That sounds distinguished.
Yeah, it also sounds like mysterious and kind of badass.
But in comparison to that name, Jack sounds like a hillbilly name.
Well, Jack Black is just a cheap whiskey. I mean, that's who wants to be called that? I don't know. I don't think George Thorogood would drink that whiskey.
It's probably one of the few whiskeys you can get at a 7-Eleven. No.
There is actually, and this may not be weird in other areas, but where we live in Ohio, there is a convenience store in Jackson Township that has a liquor store in it, and it just doesn't even look right. I don't know. It seems. I bought something there sometime, and I felt weird about it. It's uncomfortable. I wanted a shower. So let's see. Dude says that Tom Cruise Iron Man is from a different multiverse.
Oh, fuck that shit. Why are they putting that in the movies?
Because they just make up whatever they want to.
No one watches the movies for the fucking comic
and
plots.
they retcon it if they need to.
It's just like...
and people die, but they're not dead. You know?
Yeah, well, obviously they're not. That's why Loki still exists. But it's just so stupid. That's the worst explanation.
There are no rules. There are no guardrails on the MCU.
I would have taken that Iron Man got plastic surgery more than a fucking different multiverse.
Wow, yeah, like if Robert Downey Jr. got disfigured in an accident, he might come out looking like Tom Cruise. So, yeah, I don't know. I have to say, you know, the consensus is that Tom Cruise was a very attractive fellow in his youth. The ladies of my generation would certainly say that. But due to the fact that, you know, ears and noses keep growing throughout your life, he is very much rat-faced now. It's quite a, yeah, I don't know. That's my 2 cents on the attractiveness of Tom Cruise in 2022.
But if there's anything you need to know, it's that Da is more attractive than Tom Cruise by a long shot.
Dudes, we'll be back. We'll be here, man. See you shortly. I'm sorry, what did you say?
That you're more attractive than Tom Cruise by a long shot?
Oh, thank you. I don't disagree. He's more buff than me, though.
But, like, why does that matter?
I don't know. Plus, I'm almost certain he's on some kind of steroids or something.
Yeah.
That's not a natural physique for a man of his age.
Plus, he's a fucking Scientologist, so, you know.
Don't let Scientology guru David Miscavige hear you say that.
Fancy says, ew, Scientology.
Yeah, that's the correct response.
When I think of the name Tom Cruise, I just think of L. Ron Hubbard. And it makes me mad.
See, now I just realized we missed a comment from Duge about the liquor store thing. But now we have to wait till he gets back for a response from us. Because it would be pointless otherwise.
Yeah.
At what point do you win the Sexy Bandicoot as your prize?
At the end of the game.
Okay, cool.
And you don't get a kiss
what?
or anything.
No, you win the Sexy Bandicoot.
No.
It's like she's yours now, though.
You bought the human. She's yours.
Yeah. It's just, it's capitalism. Are you a commie?
In Russia, women buy you.
In Russia, woman is potato.
We fuck potato sack and have potato baby.
So let's see here. Alex said, my brain hurt from hearing that word.
Scientology.
Of course. And Kate says she's here for Scientology. I would like more information about Scientology.
Please give us a pamphlet or anything.
Catch us up there, Snoo, if you would like to.
Fancy says you can go to a Scientology website and put someone's address in it and they'll keep getting Scientology stuff.
Are you serious? That is frickin' evil.
But I love that so much.
Oh, that is. I would say there should be a law against that, but like the you know, in Utah it's like the Mormon, you know, sovereign state. I don't know. They do whatever they want there. Oh wait, that's 2 different religions. I'm sorry. Please, I got momentarily distracted.
Sorry, I got caught up in the stupid ones.
Yes, I got caught up in my own stupid for a second there.
Fancy, do you mind if I do that to you? Do you want me to do that?
Yes, everyone please post your addresses in chat. And, you know, for faster service, please include your social security number. So,
And your bank pen.
yeah.
He says, fuck no. Come on, man, you can do it to me.
I can't believe he didn't fall for that one. I thought that was a sure thing.
Well, I don't know. You guys got to be more open-minded about the Scientology stuff.
Wait, Snoo, that what you were just doing there reminded me of tonight's Knight Rider episode.
Yes, which we should talk about because Fancy's here.
Yeah, box labeled TNT. And of course, in tonight's episode that we watched, it was called...
Which, by the way, Fancy, as a family, we've been watching every episode of Knight Rider up to season 2, episode 10.
Was that Soul Survivor? No, that was the previous day. What was the title?
I don't know.
Of this one?
You can probably look it up.
I don't know, but it took place in the bayou, and this guy had like 9 or a dozen crates of dynamite in his house.
All labeled with the words dynamite.
So much.
And, like, stamped letters.
Yes, very much labeled. And it was funny because I don't know if they got like a sponsorship or whatever, but I noticed at the time that the crates were actually branded by an actual dynamite company. So I don't know, maybe they got a few extra bucks there.
And when Das said that, my mom was like, do we need to talk? Why do you know this much about dynamite?
That's true. Like, look, I can make a recommendation on the best brand of dynamite if you're looking for some. You know?
Dude's is back in time to hear this.
Hooray! Meantime, we waited for your return. Welcome back. To answer about that liquor store. Won't sell liquor there. Last time, Dude was in there. That one on, what road is that? In Jackson Township. I bet we are talking about the same one. Why didn't they sell you liquor? I want to know both. If we're talking about the same one and what the deal was there.
Probably because he's a dirty bandicoot.
I don't think Dude is a bandicoot.
We don't know. He has a dingo.
But back to Knight Rider.
Yes, okay, yes.
Dude was also in an episode of Knight Rider. A character named Tiny. Reminded Snoo very much of Dooge.
Yeah, he had the, I guess the Dooge, not physique, but like the face.
No, like, and he had a beard.
Yeah.
And he was Dooge-esque.
Very Dooge-esque.
And also the, let's see, Woodlawn. Yeah, that is the street. And he says they just lost their license. Wow, what a bummer. So, but also on last night's episode of Knight Rider, because this is the Knight Rider section of this stream.
Which we need to do more often.
Well, yeah. It's a thing now. Deal with it.
I mean, just like, yeah, we've watched, pretty much every time we've had dinner, we've watched that.
For, how long? Like, about a month?
Yeah, about a month. And we know pretty much everything there is to know about the first 2 seasons.
Wow, I guarantee 1,000 nerds are about to descend on us.
Actually,
and
you
be
don't.
like, they'll be like, what was the actual name of extra number 3 in a cut scene from episode 5 of season 1?
At timestamp 2309.
Boom, mic drop.
Boom, red-pilled and liberal.
But anyway, trying to keep a thread here. It took place in the bayou of presumably Louisiana, but they didn't specify that.
And apparently everyone was Cajun.
Yes, and a number of characters were Cajun, and none of them could even remotely approximate a passable Cajun accent. So that was just very, very entertaining. Like the girl of the week who Michael Knight gets with was trying to do a Cajun accent, and it went from sounding Asian to Latina to Jamaican
to Asian
to just like speech impediment to like I may be falling asleep in the middle of this sentence. I don't know. There was a lot going on there.
Yeah.
So.
Which, by the way, yeah, every episode has at least one woman that Michael tries to get with. Or the woman tries to get with him, which is rare, but it does happen.
This episode's sponsored by Glenn A. Larson, creator of Knight Rider.
Knight Rider, yeah. Hey, Glenn, can I be Michael?
You'd be a great Michael for a reboot.
Yeah. Can you be Kit?
Snoo, that suggestion is ridiculous.
Haha, pal. I know it is.
So let's see here. Fanny says...
Kenny!
Oh, Kenny's here.
Kenny, dude!
Holy shit, hell with Fanny. Kenny's here now. Fanny, you can just show yourself out. All right. And anyway, hi Kenny, it's great to see you, man. Fanty was saying, what plant was the original kit car created?
I have no idea what the fuck that means.
Like an automobile manufacturing plant?
I don't know.
Oh, like for the Pontiac plant, probably.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes on to say, nah, the last time they tried to reboot Knight Rider, it was asked
that was 2008.
Yeah, for sure.
And it sucked fuck.
Complete garbage.
Yeah.
And Fancy says, wow, rude. Because I asked him to show himself out. And look, man, it's not my fault Kenny showed up. So
that was of his own volition.
Oh, we cracked Kenny up. And Fanty was continuing the joke about the nerds knowing way too much and shaming us, exposing us as not Knight Rider nerds, as Snoo claimed.
I'm going to assume that I know the brand of pants that Michael Knight wears in every episode.
Yeah, but what are the dimensions of the pants? What's his waist? What's his inseam? Okay, is it boot cut or straight leg? I mean...
What's the name of the 57,000th molecule on Kit's driver's seat chair's name?
Are they Levi's, or, I mean, it was the 80s, Jordache maybe?
Jordache.
I mean, I'm not ruling it out.
Also, we did not read these. Fancy said, and your credit card number with the 3 little digits on the back.
Oh yeah, security code.
Knight Rider. And he says, I've seen the first 2 seasons because my dad had it on DVD.
That's awesome.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, how did we miss that?
Which means you've probably seen Season 2, Episode 9, Soul Survivor, which is the greatest episode we've seen so far.
For sure.
That is fucking amazing.
But wow, we were derelict in chat to not read those comments sooner. So...
We're making fun of the nerds by not reading your chats. We're so sorry.
But yeah, Soul Survivor, it was just complete plot soup.
Either Mommy or you described it as like they got 8 to 10 different writers to write it and they didn't talk to each other.
Yeah, that was me. I mentioned that last night.
Yeah.
On the previous Knight Rider report, which is clearly a thing.
Oh, fuck you, giant bone mask.
How did he get more evil looking?
The lighting was gone.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
So, probably that.
I'm way more intimidated now. But you do have fruit on your side, so it'll probably work out fine.
It probably, yeah.
I wouldn't be concerned. Holy cripes. So, like, what is new with Kenny?
Yeah, actually, what's going on with everybody?
Have you been dominating in Rocket League this evening?
I wonder. Fucking hell. He says I was doing okay.
Oh, right on. So it was Rocket League, and okay for Kenny is like
pretty good for us.
The game of a lifetime for anyone else. So
yeah, because he's Kenny.
Exactly. So it looks like you can't land on the red slats. Is that the deal here?
I think, but I'm using a strategy that I learned a while ago, which is just go on the ropes.
Yeah, that's a winner.
I know, it takes a while.
Kenny says, man, actually, I had got my friend a job, and they fucking furloughed him Friday after I just helped him move back to Canton. Oh, Jesus. That is ice cold. Wow. Yeah, that is not cool of them at all. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see here.
He says had the job maybe 6 months.
That's not long enough to pay for moving expenses.
Nope.
Well, I hope he lands on his feet.
Yeah.
And Dooge agrees. Damn, they did him dirty. Yeah, that is shady. And Fanti had said, yes, the speedrun
Strat.
I thought it said strat. What is that?
Short for strategy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was short for Stratocaster.
Which it is. And he would know that because he plays one.
Oh, Fanti does?
Yeah, he's learning.
Awesome.
I'm probably gonna help teach him at some point if we both have the time. He has a copy strat, but whatever. Like, I have a copy strat.
Yeah, you have a Squire, which is just a strat.
It's not much better.
It's a strat made in Japan, which probably isn't a bad thing.
Quality's worse. By a lot.
Who was it? I don't know. Japanese people make really good cars and are famous for good engineering. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who was it that only would play a strat from old timey rock and roll?
Only would play a strat.
Was it Pete Townsend?
No, he was exclusively Les Paul's. The complete other opposite end.
I don't know. We talked about it before.
Keith Richards was like Telecaster, right?
It wasn't Keith Richards.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway.
Like what decade?
Oh, you know what? It was
Eric?
It was the guitar player for Genesis.
Oh, which I would not know.
Mike something.
His full name, Mike something.
Yeah, you couldn't have known though because we did talk about it before.
Fanti also said maybe Eric Clapton. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it was Mike Rutherford.
Yes, Rutherford. I do know that name.
Yeah.
I've not listened to a single Genesis
So
song.
he liked the Squire because they're a little bit lighter, I guess. And I think he said maybe a little thinner. I don't know.
I think the neck is thinner. The body is also a lot less heavy. It's very curvaceous, which is good. I mean, a lot of guitar bodies are curvaceous, but that one especially.
This sounds sexy.
Guitars are sexy. Shut up.
I agree. Why? You think I'm disagreeing with you? No. They're great.
Yeah. You got long necks that you can...
Yeah, but I'm more of an acoustic man, as you know, because I like them thick.
We want some chunky weight.
Oh my goodness! Like there was a stretch there were only the red slats.
Yeah.
So I guess you're right. You have to use the rope at least some of the time.
It's just easier if you're, able to balance it. Fuck.
So Fanny says, yes, I have a copy strat. And fun fact, the made in China stickers are made in Korea. Is that a true thing? Oh my gosh. And he says he has a sexy guitar too, so.
I believe his is pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, I mean, that's like a famous thing that like old blues players would name their guitars with a female name or whatever.
Yeah, Lucille.
Yep.
Be the king.
First one that pops into mind.
Yeah. I think I saw the story of why it was named Lucille at some point. I read that somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, I think it was, I need to stop getting the extra mask. But, I think it was it had something to do with a burning building for some reason. At, like, the very end of the story. But it was two guys and they were fighting over a girl named Lucille.
I figured.
So, he, I guess, remembered that name and took the guitar out of the burning building and was like, I'm gonna name you something.
The guitar was in the burning building.
Before it burned.
Okay.
That was like the last thing he took out.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, cool. I wasted time.
No, I just thought it was going somewhere.
I know.
Fanty does not have a name for his guitar yet.
Name it something sexy, dude. I'll help you.
And yeah, look, we could have a poll on what Fanty should name his guitar. And Kate says, sorry for lurking, y'all. I'm just really tired. Kind of hit me hard a while ago. I don't know. I'll take that as we're very soothing and we've helped relax you.
We did put... it was either Alex or somebody's brother to sleep. It was Haas.
Oh
right?
my gosh. No, it wasn't Ha. I think it was Alex.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure that was Alex. Yeah, that was cool. That was a nice event. Can you see what Kenny's emoji is there?
I thought it was a toilet. I don't know.
What
I seriously can't tell what it is.
What do the pop-ups say?
I don't... Well, usually the pop-ups aren't helpful.
Well, now I want to know, though. Can you pause? You have the ability...
I don't... Like, the title is Kamika One Gun. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, the labels are not helpful.
All right. Fanty wants to know if you know the story behind the song Layla.
I know Patty Boyd was involved.
And also Fanty says if anyone does have suggestions for a name for his sexy guitar, please share. So I'm going to say, I don't know. It's got to be a good one. Give me a minute.
2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yes.
Jeff.
One eternity later. I don't know. How about Jessica?
Jessica. Dude put in chat Jeff. Geoff.
Oh, like, I was going to say Jeff Beck. He wasn't a Geoff, though.
Yeah, he was a regular Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff Beck. Wow.
And Kate says, Kenny's emoji looks to me like a dinosaur wearing a tinfoil hat.
Then it is. That's what it will forever be.
I agree, but I see those everywhere. And Fancy says, I have a picture of it, but obviously I can't send it in chat. I don't know, dude sends links to stuff.
Yeah, he sends links all the time. You
Figure
could probably
that,
do that.
Figure that out. You're a young person. And Fanty was laughing his ace off.
Laughing ace.
Jeff Tate. Oh yeah, Jeff Tate from Queensryche, I believe, if I recall correctly. Yeah, he's a Geoff. If I were named Geoffrey, I literally would go to court and change my name to Jeffrey.
Yeah, because that's just fucking normal.
Oh, and I was right. Yeah, that's the lead singer for Queensryche.
Queensryche.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He's a weird looking fellow, but he's pretty good. He used a lot of hair grease. Wore a lot of leather. I don't know. Not my fashion sense, but...
Fancy says he was actually born Jeffrey and changed his name to Jeffrey.
No!
Why the fuck would you do that?
No!
Why the fuck would you do that? That's such a terrible change.
And you know what? Whether that's a joke or that's real, I love it equally much.
I think it's real.
I don't even care.
That sounds
I don't even
so
care.
real.
That's why people buy the magazine The National Enquirer. Because it's just silly things that it doesn't even matter if they're true. But Fanty says it is true.
Wikipedia.
All right. That's amazing. That is a choice.
Dude says sounds like a great name for your guitar, now doesn't it?
Yeah. Dude just is vindicated.
Yeah.
He saw farther into the future than the rest of us.
He is the Messiah.
And Fanty is also entertained.
Fancy says, dude is really wanting Jeff the guitar.
Yo.
That'll probably be the most voted for in the poll.
Yeah, I don't know. Kate hasn't given a suggestion yet for the guitar name. And we don't have one from Kenny.
Yeah, basically anyone that's not douche.
Yeah, so please contribute.
Yeah. Leave your answers in the comments below, and we'll...
Fanty's guitar needs a name. He's counting on us.
In the next episode of EI. Crash and guitar names go so well together.
So are you getting closer? Oh no!
Yeah, Fancy, you picked up on that. Good job.
So on an unrelated note.
Unrelated.
Continuing the story of having gone to my folks' old house yesterday to do some stuff. They now have a neighbor in that neighborhood who, when I drove past his house, he was sitting in the yard with 2 goats cutting his grass for him. He was reading a book and letting the goats eat grass.
That's the coolest guy I've ever seen.
That dude's a character. He really is. I mean, he's got a hatchet throwing station set up in his yard. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot going on with that fella.
Holy shit!
And he's got like just one of those giant, ridiculously large pickup trucks that he tows all kinds of stuff with, and so.
Well, at least he uses it.
But yeah, hatchet throwing station. Dude, hopefully by the next time you come over for a fire pit, we'll have our hatchet throwing station set up.
Right next to the ice.
Yeah. I just... See, the problem with the hatchet throwing station...
Out of what?
is, you know, you don't really feel like throwing hatchets at things until you're somewhat intoxicated, and at that point, that's an even worse idea.
Oh, yeah, completely.
So, yeah, I don't know.
The problem with hatchet throwing stations.
What if your goats are in the line of fire? You know?
Your grass isn't going to get cut anymore. Oh, yeah, you also murdered something.
Oh, my God. And another quick anecdote about the hatchet throwing station is that at one time, I stopped over to my folks' old house late at night, and he was out there, like, in the middle of the night, throwing his hatchets, but he had his ginormous pickup truck pulled up and running and just waking up the whole neighborhood so that he could use the headlights to throw his hatchets more accurately.
Oh, my God, dude.
So it's just like, I don't know, are you a movie character, man? Like...
Have you ever talked to him?
Are you fucking for real? No, I haven't talked to him because I feel like we probably don't have a ton in common. You know?
Hey, your hatchet's cool. There's My Little Pony stickers on it.
Yeah, like what is your favorite model of throwing hatchet? I prefer the Craftsman A32. How about you?
That's dumb and you're wrong.
Yeah, the balance is a little off. The shaft, it's slippery.
Slippery shaft.
Yes. Oh, wow. That's where Snoo's mind goes.
Oh, come on, man.
That's
the
fair.
words slippery and shaft in the same sentence.
Look, I'm trying to, in real time, make up potential critiques of a throwing hatchet. Work with me here. There's a lot of processing going on in the middle of my sentences. So.
No, I'm working with you, but still.
That's a fair point. Snoo is right. Let's see here. Fancy says, I'll pick my favorites in the next episode of...
We'll go down from that. Dude says goats are awesome.
Yes, they are. And Fancy says, I want to do axe throwing, but the only place near where I live that does axe throwing has the age limit at 16 plus.
He's 14 as far as I know.
Well, that sounds like tyranny to me, honestly. Yeah. Well, what about your freedoms to, like, dismember yourself with a hatchet?
What is this, Nazi Germany?
Exactly. Oh, no. That is not nearly old enough, in my opinion, because I know what I was like at age 16.
Dumb and fuck.
In fact, this was probably 17 or 18, but, like, I still have like pain in my toes on my right foot because somewhere around that age we decided to play mailbox baseball, but with mailbox kung fu using our feet.
Oh.
And I shattered all of the toes on my right foot. So should someone have given me a hatchet to throw? No.
With people around?
I'm gonna say no on that one. So, yeah.
People.
I'm gonna say at least 18, preferably 21 for hatchet throwing.
Yeah, come on. You gotta be old enough to drink and throw a hatchet.
Well, yeah, because neither one is fun without the other. So.
Very true. I don't know. If there's a more truer statement, Da has not said it.
Amen, brother. So, let's see here. Fancy says, I was wondering why my browser was being slow, and I realized that I still have Clone Hero open. And he says, yeah, he's 14. All right, do you have parental approval to hear Snooze cursing?
You don't need it. Fuck.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
Snoo, you're not old enough to hear that. I don't care if you say it. Just plug your ears.
You're not old enough to hear that.
Just plug your ears when you curse.
Fuck.
See, that's fine then. Snoo didn't hear that at all.
I don't know what it means.
He's still as innocent as the day is long.
I'm as innocent as the day I was 9 inches long.
There you go. And, oh, Fanty's having a birthday on November 1st.
That's very close to Daz.
That's true. But I'm probably not as excited about mine as he is about his.
Yeah.
So let's see. Fanty says I probably curse more than Snoo, lol.
No. Fuck no. Fuck no.
Nobody curses more than Snoo. He is a foul-mouthed cretin.
From the depths of hell.
Exactly.
If there was a conservative parent in front of me right now, they would probably hold their cross in front of them and say, the power of Christ compels you.
Oh, or get thee behind me, Satan.
Yes, yes, both.
But I just, I want you to know, Snoo, I'll pray for you. So, yeah.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, oh. Them's fighting words.
All of them or some of them?
Yeah, it's hard to parse that out.
Which ones are fighting words?
I'm going to say in combination, they become fighting words.
Fancy says, I can change your opinion on who curses more. My dad's from Detroit.
Oh.
He curses so fucking much.
I don't know. I'd like to see your dad in a cursing contest with someone from Boston.
Yeah, he will not win.
And there, you know, we could have a standby from Philadelphia, maybe. So.
Let's get everyone in here.
Yeah. Cursing can bring the country together.
As it always should.
Yep.
Needs to fucking happen. He said the F word. And he's a child. Money.
It's tight.
Oh, no. Banana.
So you were just trying to land on the rope again?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm getting strategies.
Okay. Those are going to be awesome.
When they happen.
Yep.
Inevitably.
I'd like to invest in your strategies. Can I give you money?
I accept hugs and Apple Pay.
Oh, well, I don't have any Apple Pay on me, so hugs it is.
Any Apple Pay on you? I don't have any Huntington Bank on me.
That again reminds me of, I forget what stupid movie it was I recently watched where they were like, there's $1 billion worth of crypto on board that spaceship. I'm just like, Really? Nobody even just looked like did 10 minutes of research on how that works. I don't know. Oh my goodness.
There's $100,000 worth of Beanie Baby investments up here.
Wow. You know, I've got $200,000 worth of NFTs in my pocket right now. I hope I don't forget and let them go through the laundry. I'll tell you.
Then they're gonna shrink.
I'll be so mad.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
So let's see here. We gotta catch up with chat.
God damn it.
Fanty says, I hate my birthday for reasons I will not dive into. All right, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but we respect your privacy. And he reiterates that his dad curses quite a bit. Oh, okay, and Indiana just passed a ridiculously horrible law. Which one was that? Kate says, that's where they keep crypto, on spaceships. Jeez. And I assume she was implying, don't make me smack you upside the head. So
Or get 10 across the ass. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Waiting to hear about this Indiana law. Let's see here. Feta says you no longer need a gun license to buy firearms in Indiana.
Jesus.
Oh, I can one-up you on that.
Oh, boy.
In Ohio, they just passed a law that you can concealed carry with no permit or training whatsoever.
Boom. Your state has been owned
So,
by Da.
yeah, we're far more fallen here, I guess. I don't know. That's unbelievable. We're going to have a bunch of heavily armed idiots roaming our streets,
Yeah.
looking for an excuse to use them. That's bad. Meantime, we had gotten a weasel out of Kate, and Fanty acknowledges the tragedy of Ohio with a wow. Yeah, that is a wow. That is the correct answer.
But is it your final one? Tune into Who Wants to Be a Dumbass, Tuesdays, 9/8 Central. Why do they always do, like, the later time first? I never got that on, like, TV promos.
Because Eastern time is the standard. Eastern time is what they plan the TV schedules around. So that, like, if it's in prime time on the East Coast, which is the most desirable time slot, it's at like 4 p.m. in California or something, 5 p.m. Like, they have to watch it before they get off work or during dinner or whatever. For whatever reason, the East Coast gets preference on that.
Because we're cool as fuck.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Okay. Oh, you read The Weasel.
Yes. And Fanty says, I'm being homeschooled next year because I don't want to fucking die in the public school system.
Oh, yeah.
I entirely understand your position.
I mean, that might be what we do next year, too.
Yeah.
We're at least going to stay on the same path that we are. The place that I'm going, I don't know if it's technically homeschool or, like, if it would actually be considered that.
It's just online.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're not schooling you other than our normal parental schooling of you.
Yeah, which is the basic definition
Yeah.
of most of that.
But yeah, no, it's an online academy.
Academy.
It's very prestigious.
Yeah, I'm not.
He has to wear a uniform.
I go to sleep with it. I eat with it. I breathe it.
He dresses like Harry Potter.
It's very formal. But yeah, we might go the same route. Like, if COVID stuff doesn't die down, we will go the same route.
Yeah, and I suspect that Fanty means both the COVID stuff and just the extreme polarization. And
He says Big Rona, yeah.
yeah. And also the potential for gun violence and so forth.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird time in America.
I'm honestly glad. Oh, and mental health issues.
Yeah.
He's talked about that to us.
Well, I hope whatever schooling situation you find is a great fit for you.
There are just a lot of reasons nowadays not to go in public for school. And well, the last time...
see, I thought you meant urination. There are a lot of good reasons not to go in public. I don't necessarily let that deter me. You know?
There are bushes.
Yeah,
Those exist.
There's good reasons not to go in public, but there are good reasons to go in public.
Children have seen penises before.
Well, if you have to take a piss and you're outside, you know, that's a good reason.
Yes, it is. Oh, fuck you.
Oh my gosh, can I jump in with a story about young Snoo?
Oh, please do. Please do. I assume it's going to be embarrassing, and I will be here for it.
I don't actually pee outside, but one time when Snoo was probably, I'm gonna say 4, something like that. We were driving home and going down a pretty not very traveled road, and he just told me that, you know, we were like 8-9 minutes from home, and he was like, look, I gotta go right now.
Which is exactly what I said in that tone.
And I'm like, you can hold it though, right? I mean, like, you can make it. It's a few minutes. And he was like, no. So, all right, empty road. I pull off to the side of the road. He gets out, and I'm just like, hurry up, do your business. Let's get out of here. And, because, you know, I got leather seats, man. Like, and no one's harmed. He was a little kid. He wasn't some kind of sexual predator. But anyway,
which you're insinuating.
He's out there peeing, and our sheriff pulls up.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I like hustled Snoo back into the car. And I think I was kind of buckling him back into the car seat by the time the sheriff walked up, and he was like, "What are y'all doing?" And I don't even remember what my lie was. But I said something, and then we drove away. But I don't know. That would have been really awkward if that had resulted in like us being arrested or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Your child has a bladder.
Who knows in this
Go
world?
straight to jail.
Yeah.
Collect 200.
Parenting is just a nonstop adventure. I will tell you what. Especially with young kids, like, it is just, you never know from moment to moment what you're going to get.
It's an adventure, but sometimes a good adventure.
Yes. And Kate had said chat hugs Fanty and Snoo, and Fanty returned those chat hugs, as I'm sure does Snoo. And Kate contributed hashtag piss in public and hashtag piss in public and then lie about it. No, I mean, oh God, yeah, I did just say just whatever came to mind at the moment. But if it had escalated, like if he was going to make a deal about it, I would have just said, look, man, here's the situation. He's a small child. Please don't give me shit. You know, so. You made me lie, Snoo. Thanks a lot.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I can't believe that me talking about public school, not a lot of reasons to go in public, inspired you to tell that to everyone.
We got at least 5 minutes of good content out of that, though.
That's great. If you have any more stories about me needing to piss, please tell them.
I don't know. Should I tell the one again about when we drove to Micro Center when you were even younger?
I guess so, because I don't know if Fancy's heard it.
Snoo and I were driving up to Micro Center, which is a little bit less than an hour away, so an hour and 45 minutes round trip or whatever. And he was probably 3 at the time. Not used to extended car travel. and he got a little car sick. And we were driving up there with my friend, who I will call anonymously Fleecel.
Oh.
And Snoo ended up throwing up all over himself because he was car sick and he was just a toddler. And so we pulled over to the edge of the highway and we got out of the car. And Snoo was really upset because, you know, when you're a toddler and you throw up, you don't really know what's going on with your body.
Why is my body doing this?
Yeah, what the hell is going on here? And so he was crying. And he was covered with puke. And I picked him up and I gave him a hug. And my friend Schneesel was like, why did you pick him up? He's all covered with puke. And I'm just like, if you don't already understand that, I don't think I can explain it to you. I think, I don't know, I think I just said he was upset, so, and he's my son, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
He's my son, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna not comfort him.
Yeah. So I hugged my Snoo, and I continue to hug my Snoo to this day. Although, thankfully, at the moment at least,
I'm not covered in puke.
Yeah, not right now. So
I'm playing a game, so that would be kind of unfortunate if puke just randomly
it would be
came out of me.
Yeah. But at least we're downstairs, so you know, concrete floor, easier to clean up.
That's our old house had shitty, not even wood paneling. I don't even know what you'd call it. But if something got in there really wasn't a way to get it out.
That is true. But I just want you to know I'm not boxing you in on your vomiting options here in my den. So.
I'm glad to know that.
Yeah.
I think I've only vomited one time at this house, which I'm surprised by.
Have you? When were you that sick? Was it a vaccination?
No, that was a migraine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was like one time when it got really bad, I think in October, because I remember watching the new NSP video, and it was bad.
Okay.
I always feel better after pukes because it's like a relief and stuff. You get stuff off your chest, and I don't have a headache anymore, so that's great.
Snoo recommends it highly.
I honestly do.
In our merch store, we're now selling syrup of Ipecac. If you just want the relief of vomiting, or if you're an aspiring anorexic, this product could be for you. So use promo code HURL.
To get 20% off.
That's right.
And use code SNOOHURL to get 30% off.
Yeah, that's right. Because that's the best one. So let's see here. Kate had said, lol, of course. I went for the funniest possible hashtag. Your logic made sense. Excellent. And she said, I used to play harp for covered in puke. What an angelic instrument selection there.
Even though I am myself from 10 years in the future, tiny Snoo like that was honestly adorable.
Super adorable.
I just I want to hug him.
I love Tiny Snoo. I want to hug him too. But
he's covered in puke and he needs help.
And you know, he wasn't that often covered in puke. You know, it popped up periodically.
But it was a big event when it happened.
Yeah, the majority of the time, actually not covered in puke.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah.
Would not have been my first guess.
I don't blame you.
You probably just bought puke on eBay and then threw it on me before you got in the car.
Wow. I do have more puke stories to share.
Please tell them.
But no, I think we should start heading toward wrapping up here.
This stage doesn't look all that difficult.
Okay.
If we can finish this stage,
cool.
Then sure, and we can just read the rest of the stuff in chat.
I will. And Fanti had said use code HURL at glue.com.
That's G Fuel.
G Fuel.
Which is the same stuff that I don't think it's Logan Paul pedals, but it's people like him.
Oh my goodness.
It's like Twitch gamers and stuff. I don't even know what the fuck G Fuel is. Like water flavoring. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Which means fucking stupid.
Does it have electrolytes, bruh?
From Idiocracy. But it's got electrolytes, and it's got what plants crave.
Yeah. Brondo.
That movie, I think I've grown to like it a little bit more. It's so indicative of our current culture.
See, that's why I've grown to like it less.
Yeah.
When it came out, it was a comedy. Now it's become...
It's a documentary.
It's become a fulfilled prophecy.
Yeah. Like, it's all too real. And I enjoy it more, especially for how well it is made.
Yep.
But just...
It's a really good movie.
Yeah. And, you know, I usually enjoy things by Mike Judge.
As do I, although I'm not that partial to Beavis and Butthead these days. I enjoyed them at the time.
It's getting a reboot.
Really?
Yeah. It's in the works.
Is Mike Judge supervising?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, G Fuel is the Kool-Aid for gamers, Fanty tells us.
Cool. It's...
So, all right, come on, man, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening.
Yeah, this has been one of the more watched streams that I've noticed.
That's unfortunate.
Talking about me getting puked on by myself.
Yeah, we just bared our souls. It's like a therapy group. So, Snoo, it's your turn to share.
Well, pass the puke stick.
Sometimes when I go to Starbucks, I'm too shy to give them my real name, so I make one up while I'm waiting in line.
You're really good at that.
Thank you. And I've literally never been to a Starbucks.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
I don't get the appeal. It kind of feels like the Apple of drinks, where it's like, it's not an exclusive club, but you feel better about yourself for going there.
Yeah, I agree. It's similarly pretentious.
Yeah, pretentious is the right word.
That has to... Okay, all right. Give that a little extra play there. Dude says Starbucks sucks.
Star sucks. Yeah.
That's what Fanty says. Star sucks. And we had gotten a wheeze out of Kate, which I always appreciate greatly. And Fanty had said, I mean, it's better than being puked on by someone else.
Very true.
Yeah, that's...
Very true.
That is not enjoyable.
No, if we had to spout that.
Yep. So, anyway, this has been part 2 of Crash Bandicoot N-Sane Trilogy.
It's insane.
No, it's N-Sane.
And yes.
Did you not read the box?
I bought the game and I have the box.
He spells Krispy Kreme donuts with C's instead of K's. I'm so ashamed.
If I'm ever invited to a roast, I'm going to use that. Holy shit.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. We hope to see you again soon. He's been Snoo.
And I've been... Oh, he just probably spells it Fruit Loops. Fruit.
I've been Dog.
Good night.